Okay.
Look, it's uncomfortable truth. You know how it is. I hope y'all can hear us good, man. You know how we never do a live session, man. Every time we got, because our schedules conflict and we never get a chance to do it. But this time, you know what? We're going to give it to you. We're going to talk about a few things in here, man. Guaranteed. I got my boy Mitch.
Let's go.
He came to the spot, so hey.
Let me tell you, people. Let me tell you, congregation and family. The reason we can't get together so much, he stay in the gym. I don't know what's going on. He might be a gym rat.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
But we are here.
Yeah, for sure, man. So there's a lot of things that's been going on since the last time we did the lives. Even this week, I'm telling you, it's been crazy. And when I say it's been crazy, it's been, oh man. There was an inauguration.
Let's go. Come on.
Inauguration. It sure was.
It was. Well, what happened? Did you attend?
Man, you know what? Check us out, man. We have some snippets of our of us trying to get in to Capital One Arena. Now, actually, Capital One Arena was not the spot where the inauguration was, the actual swearing in, because that was at the Capitol, but inside, special guests only, because they changed because of the temperature outside. But Capital One was going to be where he was going to come afterwards.
Yes.
And he was going to have a little parade and, speak to the crowd. I mean, what? How many people fit in there? Maybe 18,000 or something crazy. But we were in line to actually try to get in there for free, but to get in line. Oh my goodness. How long were we there?
Maybe 4 hours just waiting, 20 degrees. But we were still hot because we was excited to be there. And I will tell you this, people, we did not know what to expect.
Nope.
People saying, Mitch, don't go. Don't go. You don't know how they're going to treat you up there. I mean, family members, co-workers. I'm excited. Now, I can't hide the fact. I voted for him. I'm excited to be there.
Yeah.
And we announced it on our network that, hey, we got to be there. Mm-hmm. We're going to attempt to be there. And we did that because what? Do something. And we did it. But I tell you, we was in line for 4 hours. And when we got there, seeing all these people, that line was going back. It looked like for about a mile or so, it just kept going, bobbing and weaving, all the way back or whatever.
Definitely.
And people was excited. Didn't hear any negative comments or anything, but we did have a protester, and I wanted to interview her. And I went up to her. You can see it on the channel.
Check it out. That's a good one.
You can see it.
That's a good one.
She was saying all that derogatory, F Trump, you're traitors. And hey, I got to walk over there. You know how we do.
Donald Trump is a traitor. Donald Trump is a traitor. Donald Trump is an insurrectionist.
We have everybody here.
Donald Trump is an insurrectionist.
We have everybody here. Christian Brother Network, not afraid to interview anybody.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
I second that.
We love America.
Hopefully not. We're going to go. Forget about that life. But I'm going to tell you something. The young lady asked me, she said, hey, she stopped saying what she was saying. Said, hey, who did you vote for? And once I said Donald Trump, she started even louder. She wouldn't even do that. But that's okay, because what? We are in America.
Yep.
Freedom of speech and everything.
Yep.
And it was handled decently in order. But I tell you, as we were in line and just being there, even though it got cold, and then we had a couple of snow flurries, just a little bit, right?
Yeah, while we was in line.
Yes.
Yeah, it was definitely that. Yeah. I'm going to tell you this. So when we got off the train to get there, right? As soon as we got off the train and we got to the area, it's like right before you get to, they're still doing the zigzag, but right before you get to the Capital One, as soon as, while we standing there looking like, oh my goodness, we need to get in this line.
Go ahead. Go ahead and talk to them.
Amsterdam news media, they said, hey, excuse me, can we interview you? I was like, Of course.
They saw him. They saw him and they flocked to him. You hear what I'm saying?
I was like, yes, of course. Come on, let's do it. Amsterdam did it. As soon as we were done with that, we had Germany. Germany interviewed us. They were doing live broadcasting to their countries or whatever about the whole, event or whatever. And they just say, hey, we want to ask you questions. Is that okay? I said, yes, of course. Crimson Brothers, we got it. So we did the...
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, family.
Go ahead.
But as the German media, because they was going live, they told us to wait for a second.
Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you something.
They did.
While they were doing their little presentation, hey, we're going to have these guys or whatever, all of that. It was in German. I have to let you know that. Mm-hmm. Japan came up to Kane and said, can we interview you? Now, let me tell you something, the significance of this, y'all.
Yes.
He was stationed in Germany. I was stationed in Japan. So it should have been a crisscross. Yes, it should have been a crisscross because I wanted to get with the Japanese media because I speak a little Japanese. Konnichiwa, let's go. Ohayou gozaimasu. Let's go. Come on now. But as Germany was approaching, they was looking like, hey, he interviewing with somebody else. I'm trying to hit Kane on the side like, hey, man, you got to wrap it up.
Yeah.
And they just came, and then I took the Germany interview, and he was with Japan, and Japan was out.
Yeah.
But then we were interviewed by, was it
Polynesian?
Yes.
Their news media.
Yes.
I think the local ABC 7.
Yes.
They interviewed us. And was it any other ones?
Just some local outlets from different.
Because there was a guy from New Jersey, the Republican, the guy that interviewed us, the Republican. It's a Republican club or something like that.
Yes.
It's in Burlington or something.
You remember it?
Yeah, something like that in New Jersey. But he wanted to interview us. I said, "Yeah, come on, man, let's do it." So that was very interesting because, for one, I have never been interviewed by a news media. Never had that opportunity. I've never been any place where the news media was there and they asked me about a situation that was going on and I'm involved in it. Meaning, I'm trying to participate in it. So, which was cool.
Yeah. And did you meet any interesting people, good people? I mean, how was it being in that line for 4 hours?
4 hours.
How did you feel about it?
Man, it was, well, I'm going to tell you this. At first, when we first got in it was just zigzagging. So you felt like you were going somewhere, even though you're going sideways, left and right. That's all you were doing. So it felt like you were moving, but you really wasn't moving because we had, about 3 or 4 miles. It's what it felt like.
I don't even know if we're going to get in. I mean, somebody's because of somebody. But, we may get in, we may not. But we'll try it anyway. We'll do it for y'all. And that's the uncomfortable truth. All sides, guys. You see that shirt? Let's go. Let's go.
Yes. And look, hey, shout out to Coasting and Traveling. They just said, hi, guys. We remember. That
was the first couple.
That was the first one.
Come on. Yes, we remember. Shout out to you. And I subscribed to your channel, too. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
Making that connection. But, yeah, it was very interesting. I hated that by the time we went through all of that, right, while we was in it, then they started the inauguration, which was at noon or so.
Yes.
So they were swearing in everybody. And I was like, man, we're up here looking on the phone. It's like, oh, man. But we knew he wasn't in the building that we're going to.
Yeah.
So, okay, we can watch it here. But because it's supposed to be a watch party in the arena or whatever. So, we was like, all right, we'll just stick with it. We'll zigzag our way through it and get to the to the front and get inside so we can just kind of chill and wait for him to show up,
And while we was in line, I tell you, it was so many people selling Donald Trump merch. I mean, it was crazy out there. The gloves, everything.
Oh, man.
A lot of good people making, those t-shirts. One guy was so funny or whatever. You got a snippet of him.
Here we go.
Here go Daddy. Is that him? Let me see. That was our man.
Daddy's home.
Daddy's home.
Yeah,
that was cool. That was cool.
Yeah,
that was cool. I like that, man. I like the whole thing that small businesses, they took advantage of that opportunity, whether it's, selling merchandise that reflects Trump and inauguration, things of that nature, or the people that were selling food and things of that nature. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of the opportunity. That just like you were saying while we was out there, there was a lot of jobs that were created for that event.
Yes.
A lot of jobs were created for that event.
Okay, and before we get on some topics, I'm gonna tell you something. It was DEI out there, because I'm gonna tell you something right here. It was so diverse out there.
Okay.
Out there. So different nationalities, just out there supporting. Everybody supporting one cause, okay? And whether you are for the president, Donald Trump, like the young lady, no disrespect or anything. She was still respected. And that's how we have to act. Yeah. But it was so many different people there. And then when you heard earlier, international medias were out there just trying to interview everybody, And I can tell you this, one of the things I asked Coast and Travelers, how do you feel? Did you feel safe coming to this event? I believe she said if it was 10 degrees below zero, I would have been there. That's what I'm talking about, the dedication. But we felt safe, and it was diverse, And I would tell you this, shout out to Miss Washington and a person from Denmark. There you go.
Yeah, that's Coast and Travel. Shout out.
Where are y'all from? Where y'all coming from? How far did y'all come?
We came from Kentucky.
Woo! And we see they got the hats on and everything. And let me ask you this question. And since they're having it indoors and everything, were y'all concerned about just the safety of the matter or anything?
I would call me -10 for Trump.
Let's go.
Let's go. And what do you expect with this new administration?
All good things. Border closed, deportation, money.
And they say the wife is always right, and we're gonna do it from the day to the night. Yes. Let's go.
Shout out to Coast and Travel. Hey, if y'all, they have a lot of different trips that they go on, and they tour, I guess, all over. And they kind of give their take on it. So if you get a chance, go to their channel, watch some of their views on and takes on the different areas, and subscribe to them too. Yeah, definitely.
But it was just a outstanding time. Even though we didn't get in, it was an outstanding time being amongst the people, and we didn't get in, Kane. I know we didn't get in. So sorry. Kane had a couple of bathroom breaks. Good gracious. That bladder's not what it's supposed to be. No,
we need to let them know.
We don't need to let the people know, okay? Good gracious. Mitch not as young as he used to be, okay? Roger that.
Y'all put that together. Put that together and think about me standing around like, where this guy at?
You might have to go 2 miles for a bathroom. That's the only thing.
About to get on this train, something like that. That's your boy over there.
Yeah. We put in a long haul today.
Yeah, we put some hours in or whatever, but we ain't get to go in now. I hate it. I want to be in it.
You ain't disappointed in that.
Yeah. I probably can place the blame on somebody, but I'm not gonna say anything. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know who messed this up.
We just trying to make America great and get everybody. Let's go.
For sure. Do now. We have to do it. And you go in one store. Shout out the Walgreens was open, but hey, you gotta use bathroom somewhere else.
Yeah, they wouldn't it's too many people there. Just think how bad that would be, if everybody trying to use them as a. But they did have porta potties out there
once you got around.
Yeah, but it wasn't where we were.
Yes. Oh yeah.
You had to get out of the line to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to get out of the line and it's towards the front, the entrance or whatever. And you can go to the porta potty.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then as we made our way, y'all saw the commentary. We saw that it was so cluttered with all the trash. They wasn't allowing you in there with anything.
Yeah.
I don't care if it was a clear backpack, a clear pocketbook. no vapes, no anything, you know. So it was just a whole big clutter of people's belongings, but they wanted to be there. They wanted to show their support and dedication.
Yeah, man. Come on.
This is me looking at and talking about all this stuff that was left behind just to get inside.
Just check out the trash and clothes and people's purses. These things. So check it out, man. These purses and things. It's from the security check. Those people that could bring the purses in, they just go up to the ground. There's probably all kind of stuff inside of those purses. I'm not going through it. I ain't touching them, but I'm pretty sure somebody's supposed to be touching them and trying to see exactly what's in those things, because it's probably some of value to some people or whatever.
I mean, even you know how like when you go to events and you have clear bags, they say you must have a clear bag in order to come through this event. There were clear bags sitting out there.
Oh yeah.
So that means I don't care what you got. I don't care what you got. And you didn't get in here. You can take your phone, you can take your wallet, and things of that nature. But no, everything else, they was like, you know what? I'll just throw it away.
No, we not having it. We not having it.
Yeah,
because we know about the 2 attempts. You know.
Yes, of course.
Which was unprecedented.
Yeah.
You know, in that degree. But either you're gonna stand in line, and then people told us, you know, people had been there since 8 p.m. the night before. Now that's some wild dedication, because you're talking about 18 degrees at night, 15 degrees at night, but they wanted to be there. Like I was gonna say this, the lady from Denmark and her mom's Miss Washington.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm giving them a shout out because some ladies was there and families was there. They had the babies. Yeah. The babies wrapped up in old igloo type baby suit.
Yes,
I mean, you couldn't even see the face.
The whole thing.
Oh, whole thing.
Yeah.
But they wanted the babies to be there too. And shout out to families that had the little toddlers, you know, they were still there. You can tell they wanted to go. Yeah. All do, give them a piece of chocolate or some candy. Okay, I'm good, mama. Hey, but they were there. Yeah. Historic event. Yeah. Historical event, you know.
Man, it was amazing. It was amazing just to witness, you know, this amount of people to come. And just like Mitch said, because I know he mentioned earlier that a lot of people told him, don't go.
Yes.
Don't go. I feel like there's something bad that's going to happen or something like that. No. Nothing. The security there was top notch. I mean, they had the local police.
Go ahead.
They had Maryland police, Virginia police. They had the National Guard.
Who they had the bus and the train terminal.
In train terminal, you find NYPD. They were there.
NYPD was there too.
Everybody.
Shout out.
They had all hands on deck for that one, right? I'm telling you, man. Everybody was there. So it was a secure event. Now, I'm pretty sure some things probably happened that we don't know of. And in the comments, you guys, let us know if you guys went to it. And there was something that happened in the area that you were. But from where we were, I didn't see it.
Let me ask you a personal question, because I didn't ask you this, Kane.
Go ahead.
Before we went, you know, internally, how did you feel about going there? Did you kind of question the safety of the event? Because you never expressed it.
No, I didn't. I thought that it was going to be, after that first attempt, I think that they were going to make sure everything checked, dress, everything. They're going to make sure they're going to do walkthroughs, everything, make sure everything is good to go.
I will say this, brother. After talking to so many people, at first I wasn't even thinking about it or worried.
Yeah.
But I started letting some of the people chip away at the iceberg. You know, I started kind of worried. I mean,
really?
Some of the people
some of our congregation.
Some of our congregation. Hey, Mitch, man, something bad's gonna happen. It's like, no, come on. Hey, somebody, hey, Mitch, man, you going up there? Because I started telling people, hey, I'm going. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm so excited. Hey, we don't want to read about you on the news. We don't want you to be there when. I was like, oh man,
come on.
I'm starting to think about it. You know, you hear it so much.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad that we came together to go. And then since we were not able to get in, this one little I wish we would have got the name.
I ain't get the name of the restaurant.
It was a restaurant.
Yeah.
They had like coffee.
Mhm.
They were making a little bit of everything, coffee, lattes, and they had a bar there too, cocoa, and then they had little food that you could order. I'm telling you, everybody was going in there. That line was ridiculous, but people didn't complain because once you got inside, it was warm in there. Everybody was cordial.
Yep.
The line to the restroom. Oh my goodness. I mean, good.
Well,
gracious.
for the fellas, it was fine.
Thank you.
It was for us. It was
first.
fine. But for the women, oh yeah. You know, I'm pretty sure they probably had no more than 2 stalls in there.
I don't.
And
Yeah,
then,
probably so.
Yeah, for the women, and then 2 stalls for really for the men, just a urinal in the stall. But yeah,
that's it.
Guaranteed. Yeah.
And I made a joke, and the ladies laughed or whatever because I got in that line. First, it was one line. It was so long. It was just all ladies and everything. And then once you got to the bathroom, the male bathroom was right next door to it, pretty much close. Well, nobody over there. I said, man, I don't think I ever want to be a lady. They all laugh because why is it that I don't care if it's an airport, if you don't went out to the club, amusement park, the ladies' restroom, the line is so long.
Yes.
The man we out in there.
When I was in the line to go to the restroom at that particular restaurant, and there was a lady. Well, as I was walking through, and I was like, "Hey, is this the line?" She said, "No, the men is around the corner." I was like, "Okay." She said, "I'm gonna follow you because I'm not standing in this line." I said, "Really?"
That sounds like him. Really?
Okay. So we were waiting in the little short line for us, maybe a couple minutes or whatever. And then I go in there, and she's like, "Well, how many stalls in there?" I said, "There's a urinal," which I know she couldn't do, but then you have the actual stall. And she was like, "Okay, I'll do it." I said, "You'll be fine. Ain't but 2 stalls in here, and then only one that you can use. So yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine." So yeah, she went on and did her thing.
Oh wow! Okay.
She went on and did her thing. Yeah.
Okay, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
Good gracious. Yeah. But we were able to meet a couple of people. Y'all see, we sort of had a little interview. My man, I think Tony.
Yeah, Tony from New York.
Yeah, from New York.
NY.
Yeah.
He's an older gentleman too, right?
Yeah, retired contractor, builder.
Yeah, constructionman. Yeah,
constructionman. Yes, so it was pretty good just sitting down and talking to him.
Yeah,
and
getting his take on why he was there.
Yes,
and here we go, right here.
Yeah,
just a little quick snippet.
Tony, he is from New York. And I just sitting here talking to him. We out of the cold, and he's very interested. And I just want to get his take on why is he here on Inauguration Day, and why did he vote for President Trump? So go ahead, sir.
Well, it's a phenomenon he created. Trump wants to do everything that we want to do, have done deep down inside. And his terminology, his experience, I relate to because he's a construction person, and so am I. And basically, it's all about getting things done, and getting things done quickly, getting the right things done quickly. So that's why he has my vote, because I can understand he's logical, he makes sense, and he's got common sense when GC is involved in order to meet the bonding capacity of a project. So yeah, he's using construction terminology. Nothing wrong with it because we get it done. It gets done. And more,
ain't nothing wrong with getting it
more
done.
Experience and more level.
Right below me, hey, we have a playlist of similar interests and social issues and things that you are interested into. Click on it.
And congregation, just where I'm pointing, this is what YouTube recommends for you to watch because of the content that you've seen of us. Click it.
For sure.
Watch
Do
it
for us.
and
Below.
share it.